Good morning and welcome to the Take Your Life Back Today show. My name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an addiction recovery coach, a life coach, and the host of this show, the Take Your Life Back Today show. Let's talk about DUIs. Most people, when they think about DUIs, they think about alcohol-related arrests, checkpoints, but there are such things as non-alcoholic related DUIs. My goal is to give you the most up-to-date, accurate information about your state's DMV's process. The date you see, or the date I'm going to speak about, is as of, verified as of 10/24/2017. This is exactly how the process really works. Generally, driving while influence DUI is associated with alcohol. We all know that. However, other substances, such as illicit drugs and prescription medication, can impair a person's driving ability, and driving while using drugs isn't at all uncommon. Drugs and impaired driving. For the purpose of this video, we can categorize the drugs most commonly involved with impaired driving as illicit drugs, prescription medication, and over-the-counter controversial marijuana. Illicit drugs. When something is illicit, it is illegal. Illicit and illegal go together. Common examples of illegal drugs are cocaine, heroin, LSD, otherwise known as acid, meth, MDMA, ecstasy, or Molly. These drugs impair your sense in numerous different ways, varying from hallucination and delusion to nausea and tremors. Prescription medication. Prescription medication that commonly impair driving include antidepressant medication, anti-anxiety medication, and sleeping medication, pain medication, and even prescription-grade medications for allergy and common cold symptoms. Just like illegal drugs, prescription drugs can cause a number of side effects that impair driving, such as sleepiness, blurred vision, dizziness, sometimes fainting, delayed reaction times, problems focusing, nausea, tremors. Over-the-counter medication. For some ailments such as allergies, the flu, or cold, people opt for over-the-counter, otherwise known as OTC medication. OTC medication can cause some of the same side effects as prescription medications, my friend. Therefore, they also can impair your driving. Marijuana. If you're wondering whether it's legal for you to use marijuana, you're not alone. Thousands, even millions of people are wondering this. Currently, marijuana is illegal on a federal level. However, some states have passed their own laws related to the growth of possession and distribution, as well as the medical use of marijuana. Determining impaired levels. Aside from states that measure the levels of marijuana in a person's system, no standardized limit for drug impairment exists as of today, October 26, 2017. Of course, similar tests can detect drugs in a person's system, which might help set standardized limit in the future. Drug-impaired driving laws. As you can see by now, cracking down on driving under the influence of drugs have posed some challenges. However, the government is working to create some laws as we speak right now. Although the exact definition of implementations vary state by state, most common statutes so far include these. Require the drug to make the driver incapable of safe driving. Require the drug to impair the driver's ability to drive safely. Are considered zero-tolerance laws, which means it's a criminal offense for the driver to have any drug present in his or her system while driving. Non-alcoholic DUIs are not in any which way include alcohol, hence the word non-alcohol. But it can include illicit drugs, prescription medication, over-the-counter medication, marijuana. This information was verified as of 10/24, which was just a few days ago. Drugs impaired by driving are For purposes of this video, we can categorize the drugs most commonly involved in impaired driving as illicit drugs. Here is a list of illicit drugs. And illicit means illegal, meaning you cannot legally take these drugs. Common examples are the following: cocaine, heroin, which is on the rise nationwide since 2002, 533%, my friends. I'll be doing a video about that tomorrow. LSD, otherwise known as acid, meth, MDMA, ecstasy, or Molly. These drugs impair your senses in numerous ways, varying from hallucination to delusion to nausea and to tremors. Prescription medication, these are some of the side effects of them. Just like illegal drugs, prescription drugs can cause a number of side effects, including sleepiness, blurry vision, dizziness, fainting, delayed reaction times, problem focusing, nausea, and tremors. Over-the-counter medications, otherwise known as OTC, can cause some of the side effects that prescription medications can. They can also impair your driving. Marijuana, my friends, if you're wondering whether it's illegal for you to use marijuana, you're not alone. Under a federal level, under the federal umbrella, you are not to use marijuana legally. However, in some states, they have legalized marijuana. To determine your impaired states, aside from states that measure the levels of marijuana in the person's system, no standardized limit for drug impairment exists yet. Not like alcohol where they say 0.08. So drug-impaired driving laws, as you can see by now, cracking down on driving under the influence of drugs, not alcohol, drugs, has posed some challenges. However, the government is working to create some laws as we speak, although the exact definition and implementation vary state by state. The most common statute so far includes those drugs that require that you are incapable of driving, so that's a standardized test. The ability to drive safely if you are under the influence, and of course, zero tolerance laws. Folks, please, if you have to drink alcohol, do it sociably. One drink, maybe two. If you have to do drugs, you need to seek help immediately. No way, shape, or form should you even be worried about non-alcoholic related DUI, because if you're doing drugs, you should not be behind the wheel. And you shouldn't be behind the wheel if you're doing excessive alcohol, anything more than one drink a day. Folks, when you get behind the wheel, listen to what I'm saying. When you get behind the wheel, drunk or on drugs, it's like taking a gun and just pointing it into the public and start shooting, because when you're behind the wheel under the influence, you have a lethal weapon. A weapon that sometimes can weigh up to 3,500 pounds going down the road, possibly killing each and every person on its way. You might as well just point a gun at people and start shooting, because that's what driving under the influence of either alcohol and or drugs is doing, only in a higher caliber, because a bullet, one bullet at a time can kill. But when you are driving a car that weighs in excess of 3,500 pounds, drunk or impaired on drugs, you are taking a lethal weapon and just going out willy-nilly and possibly killing people. If you have drug issues, if you have alcohol issues, turn to help today. You can call me at 844-405-HELP, because together you and I, we can help each other take our lives back. Also turn to God, because God, I promise you, if you turn your life over to Jesus, God will help you through all your issues, whether it's alcohol issues, drug issues, financial issues, relationship issues, any issues in life. Turn to God. Ask God for guidance and direction. 844-405-HELP. Together, you and I will help each other take our lives back, and stop getting behind the wheel if you are excessively drinking or using drugs, because you might just kill an innocent person. And may God bless you.